Hi guys, in today's video, I'm going to answer the 10 most popular questions asked by content marketers about content curation. We'll talk about curation, how to automate it, and how to generate leads for your businesses. So even if you don't know anything about content curation, by the end of this video, you'll surely know a lot about it. I'm Fatma from Content Studio, and let's see what our first question is. So our first question is, what is content curation and how can you use it in digital marketing? So let me first define what content curation is. It's basically collecting information and content that is not yours, and it is from different publishers and different sources, and then you share that content with your audience by adding your own voice to it. This technique is used by many social media and content marketers to create brand awareness. Now let's say you've just built a brand and started creating content to market your brand. The best thing for your business and you right now would be to stay visible to the people that are sitting on the internet. But do you think that would be possible for you to run a full-time business and also stay visible to the people 24/7? I guess your answer is no, so let me share a simple hack with you. By regularly posting relevant and informative content on your social media channels, you will not only be able to engage your audience, but you'll also find new leads and find ways to nurture the existing ones. So the question arises, what to post on your social channels? Basically, you have to post something that makes your audience go wow. So work smart, and instead of researching and composing content, just find something valuable and share it with your audience. But I've noticed that sometimes people just post things on the internet just for the sake of sharing. Don't do that. You can't randomly post anything on the internet that comes in front of you, because that way you lose your direction. So you should keep it in your mind that your content should be helpful to your audience, it should solve a problem for them, it should not be outdated or something that's irrelevant to them. So in short, your content must add some value to the viewer's life. It could also be something funny like a meme or a GIF. If you are able to make your audience laugh or grin, you've found a way to their minds. But as we all know that humor is a very rare trait. Not everyone is naturally funny. So if you're not naturally funny, don't try too hard and don't embarrass yourself. Just find your funny peers' content and share it with your audience and make them laugh. You can gradually develop a skill too. That's right, content curation helps you develop a skill as well. Let me tell you how. When you're about to share something with your audience, you're supposed to read it, right? Like if it's a video, you should watch it or at least skim through it to figure out what type of video it is. What that does to you is, subconsciously, you're also learning about other people's way of writing or making videos or promoting content. So when you're aiming to educate your audience, indirectly you're also educating yourself. But you don't always have time to read everything or watch every video before sharing it on your social channels, right? So how cool would it be if somehow automatically you could find out the popularity of the content and see how many influencers have shared this content? This will add a major refinement to your content curation process, because this way you can actually figure out the key metrics associated with the content and see if it's suitable to be shared on your social networks or not. But don't forget to add your own viewpoint with it to personalize it. Think of yourself as a thought leader, not just someone who's posting random stuff on internet just to fill their pages. And when you try this, who knows, you'll actually become a true influencer and weave your way into promoting your branded content. So content curation helps you develop a voice, a respectable audience, and a nice way of merging your salesy content into your content marketing strategy. So our next question is, what exactly separates content curation from content creation? When you think about content marketing, you can't just rely on one thing. You have to try and test everything that works for you. So I'll say that when you're about to create a content marketing strategy, you have to create a wholesome technique, because your audience demands variety and diversity in your content. They just don't want to see your content all the time. They want you to share other people's content with your opinion too. Both of these things are important for your business. All you have to do is strike a balance between these two. You guys know about the 80-20 rule, right? You can apply this here too. The rule states that 80% of your content should be informative, educational, and entertaining for your audience. This could both be your content or the curated content, and the rest of the 20% of the content should be sales-oriented or promotional. But you don't necessarily have to stick to someone else's formula. You can come up with your own mix to see what works the best for you. Because I think every market is different and you can't generalize something for everyone. But this is just my opinion. Let me know if you think differently. So our next question is, how do you separate content curation from plagiarism? Now this is a really important question and it confuses so many people about content curation. Now you guys know that anything becomes unethical when you're not following the rules or when you abuse it. Same is the case with content curation. Now let's say you're writing a blog and you're doing research on it, and you have found something that's relevant to your blog. Now it's totally okay to share that content in your blog as long as you give proper attribution. So it's really necessary to give proper credits to the original source or to the publisher or the owner of the content. If you don't do it, what you're doing is called content stealing. So I think you should keep a few things in mind when you're sharing the curated content. Number 1, respecting the ownership of the content. When you're sharing someone else's content on your channels, don't portray it as your own. Because trust me, you don't want this happening to you as well. Number 2, never forget to give credits. When you're sharing someone's content on your social channels, tag them or mention them in your post. Or if you're sharing their content in your blog, quote them. Number 3, reciprocate with your fellow bloggers. Give what you want to receive. If you're sharing someone else's content or you're a part of an affiliate program, show the same enthusiasm that you want someone to have while sharing your content. And the fourth point, which is also the primary rule of sharing curated content, is to add a link to a respective site. Our next question is, how to curate content from a specific group of websites automatically. This is very much possible with the help of AI and Content Studio. Let me show you how. In order to start curating content from a specific group of websites, you need to create a custom topic in Content Studio where you can add these websites. Let me show you how to do this via Content Studio's website. Go to Topics and click on the plus button right in front of the custom topics. This will take you to a screen where you can add the websites, domains, and keywords. Start by adding a topic name. The next thing is to decide whether you want to add keywords or domains. Let me explain the difference between these two options. In the first one, let's say you've written the keyword content marketing. All the content that's based on this keyword will be fetched in your custom topic library. That's easy, right? So depending upon your keyword, it could bring a lot of content from a lot of domains. The second option helps you narrow down the content by adding selected domains in your topic. There's so much data and you don't want all of it. What to do? You have to filter out content by applying the filters below. We call all these filters a query builder, which is your custom query that is used while bringing the content to your feed. It works on the mathematical or, not, and operations that really help you in finding the best content. This is a really nice way of creating custom content libraries that continuously bring fresh content every day. So our next question is there a web content curation platform that allows for automated content posting as well? So I just got done showing you the manual way of content curation. Now I'll show you the automated way of content curation, which will take care of the posting part as well. You can use our content automation recipes to keep your posting on autopilot. So sit back, relax, and think about all the things that you can do with your precious time. Now let's talk about these content automation recipes. These recipes are extremely simple and intuitive. We'll discuss one here to get you started. One use of content curation is to share this content on your social channels. We have a recipe called Article Links to Social Media. To cut a long story short, what it does is it scrapes the sources and domains that you've mentioned, fetches the data that fits your requirement, and pushes it onto your selected social channels on your selected time and date. This is the best thing that can happen to you. It's a great time saver and it's 100% in your control, but it's also automatic. One highly recommended feature to use in these campaigns is to use call to actions, so that even if you're sharing someone else's content, you show your audience your latest offers and feature updates through CTAs too. And if you add hashtags, it could double the benefit for you. To make things easy for you, create and pre-save a list of hashtags that you use frequently for your social networks. For example, if you're sharing content about food, there must be a list of hashtags that you use every time you post something. So instead of typing them all every single time, you can just select the list that you have already created and just save it. So you've cooked the potion, and now comes the part for the results. What this automation campaign will do for you is it will crawl the websites regularly and share the content with your CTAs and hashtags. Wait, one more thing. The caption for your post is also automatically created. The system reads the entire article that you're about to share and creates the variation of captions for you. You can choose the most appropriate one for your post. So don't waste too much of your time thinking about witty captions for your post, because the system does it for you. If you have any questions about content curation, let me know in the comment section below.